Saints go marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching in.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints.
Set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. That's the veteran Justin Tucker, ready to get this one started. Off we go from the Superdome. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Right to instruction. Go.
Right to the air. It's Fields. First down throw there is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 319.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Over the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. A gain there of 15. Good for a Jets first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. A gain of 15. And the Jets first down.
A run here with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
It's first down, and it's Paul. And he's in! Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
7, Saints nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 19 yards.
A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Chuck. This one broken up. Is incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on 2nd down, Chuck. Finding room at midfield. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing again, Chuck. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Not just a 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
To the air once more. Chuck. Rolling to the left. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They go play action with Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Here we go. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, New York.
On the give, it's Hall. Open space to the 35. And he'll be taken down. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Jets 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Hall is into the end end zone for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
That's good for a
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
The 16-yard line.
Get him, come on. Go! 19 Tiger. Go!
To the air again is Shuck. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the Jets' 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Third and a long way to go.
70 Lions.
From the gun, it's Shuck. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick
The kick
is good. And the Saints are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
To return, it's Isaiah Davis. Yeah. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down. 17 yards on that play. And the Jets have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate...
And he will score again. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. So after 1, the Jets have the advantage. More from New Orleans after this. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On second down, it's Chuck. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 16 yards pick up on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
37-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, this is Chuck. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Chuck. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To the air is Chuck. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Saints will punt this one away. That is fielded at the 13.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. 3:31.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And the Jets.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Here we go.
Fields now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
To throw is shut. Left side into the hands of Olave. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is shut. Moving to his left. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll run. It's Neal. Running there in the right side. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And the Saints.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack. And it's clear why.
Forced out wide. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the fourth quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
Here we go. 331, 331. Tonight.
They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Stuxman on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Angel, Angel, Angel. Green 19. Tonight.
Working out of the gun. It's Fields. Big Ed Oliver in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. I'm good. 19 went. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The man down the field, it's Olave. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
That's good.
What a year. Catch number 95 on the season.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Chuck looking to throw on 1st down. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Now Shuck. Overarm in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Jets come up with the takeaway. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up. And He's able to bring him down for a loss. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Exiting the pocket right. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay, break. And go.
They'll start out with a run by Neal. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action, it's shut. In trouble, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
19, Tiger, 19,
Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. Now timeout Jets. It'll be their second as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's the punter now as he's on to punt for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields now. On the run to the right. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he can't hang on. Through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it'll bring up second down.
Here we go, son. Go.
Fields. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Houghton. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. With a carry for Neal. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Go! Cowboy 80!
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Left side, that's Johnson. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The air once more. Shot. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. Throwing again, shot. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints cut the deficit down to 1.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go. Right.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Fields. This one caught by Lazar. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Again, here's Hall. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. Hey, 331. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's going to have the Jets first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Finds room inside the 40. And he's got another one. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
They're on the 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The RPO, that's going to be caught by Cooks. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Shuck. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And the Saints.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. On the move left. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. And in this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. He's got it! And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
38 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll toss this right side for Neal. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Chuck. Quincy Williams in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. It's made right side. It's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
That's good for a Saints.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
Chuck. That's hauled in at the 2.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. That touchdown number 19 on the year. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Significant moment here for the Saints as they will try the 2-point conversion.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Set to kick off.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This going to be returned from right around the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Throwing is Fields. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside with 35.
17 more yards.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
34-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
They will run it over center with Hall.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
At the 35-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. There's a short one caught by Taylor.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Fields from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
On the give, the running right is Neal. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. A run once more. It's Neal. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, New Orleans.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 1st and 10. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Give here to Neal. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tiger, 19.
On play action, it's Shuck. Back deep for Olave. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Moving outside the pocket. He's going to try it here again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And the Jets are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Give up the middle with Hall. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. Like, I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Fields now on second down. He's going to run it. And Fields is tough to bring down the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
319, that's that. Tonight.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
319, that's that.
They'll drop to throw. Headed left, buying time. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
New Orleans, third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
We'll try to run for it with Hall. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. To the air is shot. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. This pass right side taken in by Cooks.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's got his man, that's Olave. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.